Hey, what's up? My name is Matt Dietz, and this is the Agency Launch Podcast. I am an active 17-year insurance agency owner, and I run a different shop than many of my peers. I've got 4,300 policies, and I have 2 staff members, and I have already made all the mistakes for you. So this podcast is to share with you all that I know. I come in and I record things as I think about them. I come in and I record things as they happen in my agency, and anything that I can think of that will help you, I come in and I share it. So I talk about sales and marketing and staffing and retention and everything that I know works in an agency like this. So I appreciate you listening, and let's get on with it. Hey, real quick, since you are listening to this podcast and you are awesome like that, I'm going to give you a deal. All right, I'm going to give all my podcast listeners 10% off of anything you want on Agency Launch. So if you go to agencylaunch.net, you got my masterclass on there. Everything I've learned about when it comes to running an agency, I have out there for you. Okay, you can buy it in all at once. You can buy it so it arrives monthly, and I've a la carted it. So if you just want stuff on sales, you just want stuff on social, you just want stuff on life, you just want stuff on marketing, you just want stuff on staffing, like it's all there for you. So 10% off, just type in the code podcast and go get some training. Hey, what's up? All right, so today, I don't know, I had a thought and I wanted to share something that came to mind years ago that have helped me get through some times where I feel like I'm overworked or overstressed or I just feel overwhelmed. And, we live in this space where growing a business is hard, right? There's so many things to do. There's a lot going on. We've got to meet new people. We have to try and sell products. We have staff members that we need to hire and train and motivate. You may have a family, you may have children. There's a lot going on, right? I mean, in my life specifically, I have 2 businesses. My wife owns a business. I got a 15-year-old. I got a 13-year-old. I got a mortgage. I got bills. I got 2 staff members. And I feel sometimes over-needed. And it's funny, I came across this phrase years ago that I like to drop. I suffer from decision fatigue. Right? Do you ever feel like that? Like, I don't want to make another decision. Quit asking me questions. I can't tell you any questions. We get asked a day, all right? So there's something that happened years ago where, I don't know, it came to me out of nowhere. When I was in my office, I was like, oh my God, I have so much to do, and I have this long list of things. I have all these people to call and all these people to email. And then I kind of took a step back, and I was like, all right, well, what am I really doing here, right? And so this is kind of a way to trick yourself, I think, into it's cool. Like, this is all you have to do. Like, I came up with the thought that staring at a to-do list in this day and age, like, all I had to do, all these things I'm doing is I'm like sending emails and making phone calls. like that was what that's what I decided to tell myself I was doing. Like, all I'm doing is emailing and calling. That's it. And try and take the urgency out of these situations, because it's true. A lot of the things that we are stressed out and feel are urgent are absolutely not. Okay. We just want to do good and we want to do it fast, but you have to be patient when you're growing a business, and there are a lot of things to do. But if you can kind of be like, look, I'm going to be in my office today, and physically, like, all I'm really doing is sending emails, placing phone calls, and like talking to people, like physically, that's all you're doing. I know mentally there are other things that are going on, but this is a little trick for you just to try and kick yourself out of. You're not doing manual labor. You're not digging a well. All right. You are not, in the Army. You're not. Your life is not in danger, and we're in the office all day And if you're out of the office, what are you doing? Are you going to lunch? Are you networking? Are you talking to people? And like the job in itself physically is not hard at all. You know what I mean? I think we work ourselves up into this frenzy of I'm too busy or I'm too stressed and I've got all this going on. But like in the big picture, all the things that you're stressed out about and worried about are not things you're going to be stressed out and worried about like maybe in a year. Like specifically, the specific things that you're worrying about are probably going to be things that you forget about in a week or 2 or a month, right? I have a test that I use that I've always liked. Actually, this is something I've deployed for years and has really been a cornerstone of helping keep my stress under control. Is, am I going to care about this and then just put in any period of time that's going to make you comfortable? Am I going to really care about this tomorrow? Am I going to care about this next week? Am I going to care about this next month? Am I going to care about this in 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is? Just find the number where you're not going to care about it, right? Look, I'm so pissed about this. I didn't get this deal. And you're not going to care about it in a week because you're going to be working on another deal. All right. Was clients upset with me because of this or that? You know, in a week, doesn't matter. I'm going to have another client mad at me. No, I'm just kidding. That's not quite the angle I was saying, but like you got to have a short memory out here. Okay. And the things that you worry about are going to be eradicated from your memory in a short period of time. So don't linger. All right. Don't live in the past and don't worry, and just kind of realize that the actual events and the actual things that you're doing are really in its, purest sense. Like we're sending emails and we're making phone calls. Okay. I'm not dumbing down what you do at all. I hope you know what I'm saying here. Like this job still is hard, but that thought has really helped me get through some times where I have felt overwhelmed. Like, all right, I'm going to come in and I'm going to write 12 emails today. That's my job. Or I'm going to make 7 phone calls this morning. Like, whatever. Like, okay. So that's just a tool I wanted to give you to kind of help reduce maybe some of the anxiety that you may be feeling. Because I understand that. These are just tools that I've learned over the years to help, talk me off some tough situations or get me out of my own head. So I just wanted to share some of those tools I've used. So there you go. Thanks for listening. My name's Matt. Check out my other podcast. It is called Simply Explaining Insurance, and it's all about the product that we offer. Of course, don't forget Agency Launch at agencylaunch.net. That's my training platform. And do me a favor and give me a review. I would love a review from you. That would be outstanding. And thank you so much for listening. Keep up the good work.